Frustration was written all over Scottie Scheffler's face. After he was hit with a penalty, he simply couldn't get behind at the BMW Championship. Ever feel like the system is stacked against you, even when you're doing your best? That was Scheffler on day 3, battling through a rough patch but still managing to produce a solid 3 under par 67. Even when he's not at his peak, Scheffler's tenacity means he's almost always lurking near the top of the leaderboard. Leading into the final showdown, Robert MacIntyre holds the advantage, but world number 1 Scheffler is close on his tail, ready to pounce if an opening appears. The Dallas native, just 29 years old, has built his reputation on remarkable consistency. Being outside the top 5 is practically unheard of for him. Right now, he stands on the verge of his 13th straight top 8 finish on the PGA Tour, a streak that hardly seems believable. Scheffler's iron game this week hasn't dazzled like we've seen before, but his odds to snatch a 5th PGA Tour title this season are still very much alive. Yet, controversy reared its head during his 3rd round. Both Scheffler and MacIntyre were handed a slow play warning, putting them on the clock according to PGA Tour pace of play regulations. For one of modern golf's sharpest competitors, that felt like a real slap in the face. Are pace of play rules too rigid, or is frustration just part of elite competition? As Sunday approaches, Scheffler faces the tough task of chasing down a red-hot MacIntyre. But here's where golf fans know the drama is just beginning. Scheffler is no stranger to high-pressure pursuits. When your game isn't firing and the officials add extra pressure, even the best can lose their cool. On Saturday, Scheffler's round at Caves Valley, grinding out a 67, was classic Scottie, turning an average day into a great result. But even the most composed athletes have limits. After finishing, he spoke candidly to reporters. He explained, it's frustrating. I didn't really feel like I did anything to put us behind on time. Scheffler and MacIntyre had been warned at the 9th hole. Despite making focused efforts over holes 9, 10, and 11, the timekeepers noted zero improvement. Scheffler questioned the logic. "I'm not really sure how that's possible." Adding intrigue, someone pointed out that Ludwig Aberg, playing ahead, was considered a fast player. Scheffler quickly noted, "They got put on the clock as well today, so I don't know how quick he was today." Here's the controversy. "All of a sudden now, I'm punished for a rules decision I did not totally agree with," Scheffler said, describing battling shifting wind conditions that forced him to move quickly, sometimes at his own disadvantage. "You've got to get up there and hit the shot." Scheffler did his best to keep pace, hoping for smoother sailing come Sunday's final round. Now let's zoom out. Scheffler has long been recognized for his brisk playing style. While meticulous on the greens, he wastes little time elsewhere on the course. During the U.S. Open in June, when rounds dragged on for nearly 6 hours, Scheffler addressed slow play with a touch of exasperation. "Why do you think? It felt long to me." He described walking up on slower groups, sizing up tough holes, and simply trying to play his game amid the drawn-out pacing. Going into a golf course like this with this many players and this tough of a golf course, you know it's going to take a while. It just takes time. So, did officials get it wrong at the BMW Championship by dinging Scheffler and MacIntyre? Was it fair, or was it overly harsh? Scheffler seemed to accept slow play at Oakmont, given the circumstances, but the penalty handed out at Caves Valley felt out of place. Here's where the debate flares up. Are tour officials hurting the flow of the game, or are they protecting its integrity? Does the pace of play rule benefit fans and competitors, or end up punishing the wrong players? Let's get some real discussion going. Do you think Scheffler was justified in his frustration? Should elite athletes be given more leeway when conditions get tough? Or do strict rules need to be enforced, no matter who's in the spotlight? Share your thoughts below. Do you agree with how the officials handled things, or do you see it differently?